morning to all our friends. And I hope you all had a good weekend and also a good profitable day on Friday. Most of the people, I'm sure, would have noticed after this fall, there's a green candle. Does it mean that market may move up, or is there any uh, possibility that we can expect the market to move up? Let's try and understand a few points before we go ahead. Uh, Before we go ahead, I think we should also look at what were the trades we had shared on YouTube the last week. This was shared. These were the calls shared on YouTube, and this was not shared live one day before. So the stock pick has to be right, and these levels are in futures and in options, not equity. So that's the reason I have shared the lot size and the points moved and the possible profit made. Here, if you see, I have mentioned two not active, Power Grid and Tata Power. That means the price did not move above entry price. Granules and Biocon, though they hit the targets, they are not active because they opened gap up. And as per our trading rule, the price has to move from our entry price. If this is what my level is, entry price of say for example 40,479, price has to move from below, not come from top, not come here. Of course, it can come from top, below, and then go up. It should not come here and take it. We don't enter it. And if it is a sell below, that means the price has to come from top and go below. It is not. It comes from below, touches the line and comes. It can always go beyond the price and come. That is also valid. So this is the trading rule. As per the rule, this has not met, and we do not trade this. Sun TV we had shared in futures. There was about 10 points move, which very good 15,000 profit. Jubilant made 5%, and if we are able to write the entire 5%, then 31,000 could have 32,000, 30,000 profit could be made. Likewise, Glen 17,000 in futures, 14,500 in options. Tata Chemicals 4,400 in options, futures 9,900. Now it is left to the viewers whether they are able to manage the capital for futures or trade in options, or they can even use this probably levels to trade in equity as well. But then the levels of equity, of course, might slightly differ. But whenever this is active, you can also trade in equity to large extent. Uh, we also provide this on to our subscribers. We also mention, we apart from this, we also provide you uh, the what do you call as the index trading. So one of our subscriber, he shared his view also on Bank Nifty and Nifty for the coming week. So let us look at the same. If you see here, uh, to certain extent, Bank Nifty looks like a head and a shoulder, inverted of course. This is the shoulders and this is the head. So does it mean that market will go up? Yes, it is showing an indication that possibility of going up. Whether we'll enter it at what entry levels is very important, and what is your stop loss is also important. Just because there is a formation form, we cannot go ahead and trade and then take losses. A lot of people tend to take some option expecting, but okay, for example, somebody says Tata Power will reach 240. So they'll buy 240 call and sit and wait that it will come, and then their option will move. That's really very dangerous. In fact, if you see here Tata Motors, Tata Power, there is a triangle formation. Now, which side it breaks out and where we enter is very critical stage trade. So now this is my stock pick, or this is in my watch list. If you see, I have not shared the levels here, nor I have done for HDFC AMC because I have certain doubts on the trend and the entry levels. Whereas in PVR, I have clear view. If it moves above 1626.7 or so, then I will enter. Target would be somewhere close to 1634. In Bandhan Bank, also I have slight doubts, so that's the reason I have kept it, or you can say kept it on hold. Uh, and Bharat Forge futures, I would probably look to sell if this moves below 916 and targets of 910 or 908, and the same with options. Now coming to Divis Lab, I'm looking for if this moves about 3754, then I'm looking plan to go long. And in Tata Steel, I again have some clarifications. However, I still will look to short below 119 with targets of 120 or so. Kenfin Homes, I'm looking to go long with this moves above 745 or so. Uh, Chambal Fertilizers, I also have slight doubts. However, I think if I look at the charts, I have, as per the this thing move, I am expecting this also probably to move up. But then there will be, of course, is not a easy just I've driven this doesn't mean it'll just go like that. It obviously move a bit. You may even move down like this and go up also, which is what we need to wait and watch. UPL, I have a clear kind of a view. I think this if the goes above 609, then I'm looking at 609.3. Then target of 614 is possible, which is over here. So the, doesn't mean that we wait till the entire target it comes 619 sorry 614.2 if I mentioned doesn't do it. You can always trail your stop loss and book your profit and make and make away, because you can also look for other trades as well, because we also shared we are looking at Zydus but if uh, life futures, we are also looking at Manappuram. We also have OFSS, and OFSS I'm looking at 3900 call above 129. Target could be around 150, 60 plus. Titan, I am slightly bearish, so I'm looking at to sell if this moves below 2917. And Sun Pharma also, I'm just waiting. Uh, if there is a clear indication, but I think I would possibly expect this to move and come down. But however, we will look at how it could really trade. Then we are also looking at Dr. Reddy's. Dr. Reddy's is already moved down. We actually could have taken a STBT. I'm expecting a possibility of this opening a gap down, or maybe uh, open a gap down and then go up also. There's both side possibility, of course. Market will tell us whether we are right or wrong always. And we are also looking at Adani Port Special. I am slightly looking to short this as well. Uh, of course, if you see, it has been kind of trading in this range, but then uh, we might think of going short because of the long-term long-term trend is slightly down. Now, if you in fact see, it tried to move above this 784. However, they took resistance, or sellers have come and then they push it down, because the overall trend, as I said, is looks slightly negative. Uh, we also traded a few stocks last week. JSW Steel, we took a good short, and in fact, the same day there were a lot of shorts on the what you call the on the steel sector. Now we will also looking at Kotak Mahindra Bank. This also looks like slightly. This slightly looks like a what you can say W pattern. Most of the people think, there's a pattern formed. I just enter. No, you also have to look at the open interest data. So let's look at open interest data in Bank Nifty. There is huge call right is sitting at 45,000. So we will have to see whether this acts as a resistance and the price can move down. What I can see is there is slight uh, 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 differences when, of course, if you come to Nifty, let's look at Nifty open interest, weekly. Uh, the put writers are slightly higher on the uh, 19,500. So slight difference, of course, always will be there. Doesn't mean Nifty goes up, Bank Nifty. In fact, if you notice last week, Bank Nifty moved pretty well. Uh, I think, let's see, yeah, Bank Nifty opened, made a big down kind of a move, and then suddenly it moved up. Of course, it came down again, and then again ultimately moved up. There was a lot of opportunities. Sensex we traded. We were actually upside bias. We traded the Bank Nifty and Sensex, and definitely our friends were able to make some good profit. Here, if you see Nifty, on the other hand, if you notice, it was slightly flattish. No big, moves. Of course, something on the upside had happened, and then it got kind of flat and came down as well. So that's it for my side. We'll also probably look at major indices. Let's look at the major indices: Nifty, IT, uh, reality. Reality, if you notice, moved pretty well and now just been coming down. And then Nifty Finance. So which sector I think we can move? There is possibility, of course, Nifty Finance of movement possibilities I can see, and Nifty FMCG apparently is pretty looks uh, down. Uh, had more possibilities of down move. So we will wait. We will get definitely good, very good opportunities FMCG. We will wait for that. And Nifty Auto also looks slightly negative. Uh, let's look at the pharma IT we've seen. Those are private banks and uh, Nifty public sector bank also has been slightly down. Uh, that's one of the reasons Bank Nifty could also have it down a bit. This is Nifty Pharma. Nifty Pharma, if you see, uh, has been very positive. And tomorrow, these are the stocks. I have three or four pharma stocks. DVS Lab, which I already have shared along. And then I'm looking at Dr. Reddy's and Sun Pharma. Sun Pharma also, I would wait for the price action and enter, but then we will hoping to see some bullish moves over there. Viewers, if you have any questions, you can comment on my question box. I will definitely answer. Also, I would share our Telegram channel. It's also there. You could uh, you can get some profitable views there. We also do train how to analyze it. See, this is one of the analysis being shared by a friend, and likewise you can also join a training program. It will be for mentorship, where we also teach how to understand open interest, live market, pre-market, how to understand big players, how to understand the algo trades. uh, Algo trades are very important because this is where the big players role come in. So even if a combination of charts and data will give you good results and better confirmation, where you can go more positions based on the confirmation received. Uh, so hoping to have